Well, good morning, it's Sean here, the EV bloke, and welcome along to my channel. Hello, welcome back to the channel. This is Sean, the EV bloke, here with another video. And in this video, as you've probably seen in the description, it's about the vehicle to load. So the discharge device for the vehicle, the way to take power from the vehicle and run it on different appliances, like some of the ones I'm going to show you in a short while. So yes, it's interesting, very interesting. So it should be a very interesting video, maybe even a bit entertaining. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, so there we are. That's it. As it says there, vehicle to load adapter. Okay, well, I actually haven't even opened this, and I must give a bit of a background to the story to this, because when I picked up the vehicle, it didn't come with the vehicle to load, which if you was to buy an Atto 3 today wouldn't be the case. This adapter would actually be in the vehicle when you go to collect it and everything like that, and wouldn't be a problem. But in my case, what happened was it wasn't in there, because these cars were made of they made a lot of deliveries over the Christmas period, although I picked this up on about the 29th of December, I think it was. So it was after Christmas, but they just wanted to get the vehicles to the people. So they decided to get the vehicles out, and then they would send the adapters on. So this adapter came in this box here a couple of days later, dropped down by BYD. It wasn't even posted or anything like that. So that was really a nice service from them. Brilliant. So I'm going to try and do this one-handed. I'm going to get the adapter out now. If I can. So there we go. Let's see if we can get that into view. So there it is. It's a little bit similar to obviously a charger. You know, when you charge your vehicle, same type of thing this end, and then of course this end you have your plug points. Down there, 4 plug points. I'm going to be connecting 3 devices today. I've got a kettle, I've got a toaster with some bread in it, and I've got a coffee machine. So we're just going to see how they all cope. And of course, the thing about these 3 appliances, they use a lot of energy very quickly, so I'd be interested to see how it copes with that. But let's just go over quickly the specs so we can get an idea of what we're doing here. So it says here, this is for the UK, of course. It's 230 volt AC, and maximum power is 2,500 watts. Wow, quite a bit really. So you can power quite a bit off of this. And what would be the? I guess one of the big burning questions is what you would actually use this for. And of course, the obvious things come to mind if you had a power breakage, power outage, if you had you know, a power cut, as it were, which we have had some of in the UK here in the last few months with storms and things like that. In certain areas have been without power. I do know of 1 or 2 cases where it was virtually life-saving to have this. So it is, from being kind of almost virtually totally unimportant, and probably won't even come out of the box in the time you have your vehicle, to it could be used just even once or twice. That could be really important. So I think they should be on all electric vehicles, and there's quite a few going that way, of course. And of course there's going to be vehicle vehicle to grid, and all sorts of other facilities, a way of powering our cars to service the grid is going to be coming in as well in the future, and that kind of thing. So yeah, it's definitely on the horizon, and it's something which is you know, carries importance. And of course the other purpose is, if you go away somewhere, in a bit of more of a rural area, or you live in a rural area and you need to power up things outside or whatever on maybe some farmland you have or something like that, you can adapt extra things up to this. So it's got a lot of good purposes, and it's a good thing to have. So let's have a look at how it works today. So that's the main thing of today. We're going to have a little look and see how this all works. First thing I wanted to show you, I had someone contact me the other day about, does the Atto 3 have a front trunk, whatever you want to call it, which is called storage in the front. Well, the BYD Atto 3 actually doesn't have that. But when I got to thinking about it, and I'm going to show you in a minute, is just how much you could actually have had one if they'd really, you know, bothered to put one in there, really. So we'll have a look at that in a sec. So let's go around. Sorry about the outside noise, it does get a bit noisy. I'm not right close to a dual carriageway here, so hopefully it's going to be okay. Right, move that all out of the way. So this is the bonnet release here. So click that, good thud. Now I've got to find the, I've already opened this once, so where are you? Oh, I know, you have to do it twice, that's right. That's a good one to teach, actually. So you actually do it twice, I think. Yeah, you do it twice. But as you can see what I mean, it's actually cavernous in here. So all this area from here, down the front here, that's quite a drop down. I don't even really pick it up on the camera, but it's a fair drop. There's your washer bottle fluid there. There could actually have been a sizable front that could have given you a fairly bit of decent storage, but anyway, it's not there. This is a ground up EV, and you would think they would put one on there, but they haven't. But it's not a deal breaker, as I've said before. It's like a vehicle to load. It's not a deal breaker if you don't have one, but it's just kind of nice if you do, and as I've said before, it could even be really important. Right, that's that. Okay, so the purpose of the video then is to see the vehicle to load adapter working. So as you can see, I just opened it, so I've not even used it before. I don't know if I can get in from this angle or not. Crash bang wallop. Right. Okay. It's got a felt thing on here to hold the cable in place. Even for your cables, a front trunk, it's quite a nice thing, isn't it? You know, put all the cables in there that gets them out of the boot and everything. You've got 440 litres in the boot in this car, which is, I understand, not class leading, but still not bad. Okay, so we take the cap off. So we've got the cap here, this is the end that's going to go into the vehicle, and then we've got the adapters there. So let's start the car up first, I guess. I think that's how you do it. My gosh, what a mess here. Right. You'd have thought this through better, wouldn't you, really? But I didn't. So we do the start-up sequence on that. Turn the media down before I get a... Car's holding up well, as I generally tend to say. It's been no problem at all. Tomorrow I'm going to... No, not tomorrow. Friday I'm going to Bournemouth to pick up my son, so I'll give it a good run out there. We might even do a travel video with that, that'd be good, wouldn't it? See how we get on with time for that. Right, okay, when I untangle myself out of this poorly thought video. But anyway, this is real world stuff. Right, so as far as I know, I should be able to open this. This is your AC, and below that your DC clips. Not too keen on these bungs. I wish they'd put the ones that flap open, you know. It's much better design really. These just get a lot of wetness around everywhere and all that, but still safe. There's nothing wrong with it. Right, so that's gone in, and I can hear that actually. I don't know if you can pick that up, but it's actually got a clasp on it where it's actually yeah, it's actually bitten into that, which is good. Right, so there we go. And as you can see, it's an official BYD PowerPoint. I haven't gone aftermarket and got this. It's probably one BYD sign there. Right, so let's get some things plugged in and see how we do. Hopefully I don't blow myself up. That's good. That's gone red. That's well, I don't know if that's a good sign or not. Red. We'll see. Probably going to have to bring this up into here anyway, at least. Right. Sorry about the poor camera, and should have someone probably helping me here. Really, would be better. Oh, we can hear the kettle on. Kettle is on. Anyway, turn it off for a minute because I want to see everything going together. Okay, so turn that round that way. So we've got that one in there, and that's come on. And then we've got the toaster which can take up the rear, the back there. So there we are. So we've got 3 appliances. These are just the 3 things that I could really get handy, you know, come in handy sort of thing. They were just sort of to hand ready to use for this demonstration purposes. But you could actually attach something else up here as well. So you can power up to 4 things at one time, which is really brilliant, really. Think about it. Most of these just come with the adapter, and you just fix something onto the end of it, but not in this case. Right, so let's see how we get on then. So we've got kettle on. It's turned green. We've got my coffee machine, which is on. You can see the red light there. It turns red when it's on. So that's warming up the water. And we've got the toaster up here. No, it doesn't like the toaster. It's coming up there. Let's see what that says. Let's try and see if we can move it over to this side. It might be just that it's not. No, so it doesn't like the toaster. That's interesting. Well, we got these 2 signed in. That's actually turned everything off there now, or has it? Yes, it has. So interesting. Okay, it says there. What does it say? Check CBC system. Blimey. It might just be that I'm overpowering it here. That could even be the problem. I don't know. Right, so I'll get the kettle out of the way for a minute. So it's really in the way. What a mess. Right, so we're going to turn that off. Okay. It says there, check the CPC system. I don't know what that means. See, this is all good, isn't it? Because we're learning. I'm going to take that taking the toaster out, which is what I think it's basically what it's done. It's like it's tripped a switch, but I just hope it hasn't messed the car up. But we'll have a look. Okay, let's take the vehicle to load out. Okay. There we go. Excellent. Vehicle started, so the vehicle's okay. We haven't done any damage to that, thank goodness. Well, what I think we'll do for the... It might be that there's a slight short fuse in the toaster or something. It's not a very new toaster or anything. It seemed to be when I put the toaster in, that seemed to flip it. So what we'll do now is we'll just try the two of them, just for demonstration purposes. And go from there really. See if this actually still works okay. Oh, there we go. So that's the kettle in, and that's in. Right, let's plug it in. Yep, it's caught in again. So they're back on. So I think the toaster, it's like tripping a switch in the house, you know, when you've got something with a bad earth or a bad fuse. I think that might be the case perhaps with the toaster. So let's try the kettle and the coffee machine for now. Sorry, they're not the best of devices to really give a good exploration, but just wanted to see if we could, you know, test it out really. Just a few things around the house. So kettle is on. No, kettle is off. It's tripped out. Well, isn't that interesting? So, see, we're learning together, and we're exploring together about the vehicle. And about this vehicle to load adapter. I'll try starting it again, I think. I'm just going to put you down for a sec. Okay, sorry about that. So this is why I didn't want to do, this is why from me, you don't get professionally designed or whatever videos, you just get what it is. I just do the real life things, and so we can see firsthand. If anybody's also got a vehicle load adapter for BYD, if they could give me a message and let me know if I'm doing anything wrong, which I don't think I am. But so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take out the coffee machine, and we're just going to use the kettle and see what that does. Right, it's locked in place. It actually locks in when it connects to something, which is interesting. So it's coping okay with that now. So maybe you can just do one thing at a time, but it's got 3 points on it. Maybe I'm just not looking at the voltage properly or whatever. I'll probably do a follow-up video to this, and I'll probably reach out to BYD and see why it's doing all this tripping out stuff. But yeah, so don't get stuck in the wilderness with this thing. But anyway, but it's lit up there, as you can see. So there's no issues there. It's doing quite fine with the kettle. But it seems to be, as soon as you plug other things in, it's tripping out. So I'm not too sure about that, why that's doing that. because it's got 4 adapters, so it should be able to take that. Really, it's interesting. And real life, of course. This is a real life video. As you saw me unpacking the vehicle to load, I didn't sort of do a video a couple of days ago and get everything perfect. I just wanted to do a straight off the cuff video. Imagine if you needed this in the sticks somewhere for the very first time, what would you do? You wouldn't be doing videos just or checking it out several days before to make sure. You just come into a situation and think, oh, but I've got the vehicle to loaded that, so let me try and use that. But as you can see, in my case, I've got a funny feeling that we have had a little bit of problems with this toaster before, and I just wonder whether that's been the cause of it yesterday, because as I say, with that, I just wanted to see if you could power quite high energy use things all at the same time. But anyway, obviously not, but it's doing the kettle fine, so that's one good thing. So on paper this is a really good idea and it's fantastic, but in practice I think I have to reach out to BYD and see why it might be doing that. It just comes up on the system. It's almost like a cut switch, you know, like a trip switch, you know, in your house, in your fuse box, you know. It's almost like something like that. It's doing something to prevent some kind of damage or to the voltage or whatever. I mean, saying that a kettle is a high-powered thing, for the short time it's on, it does give a lot of power out, you know. But anyway, in the back I've got the cup with some coffee in it and some milk. And the kettle's about to boil. Just see if I can try and do this the best way I can. Yeah, I must give this car a clean out tomorrow, so it's not the cleanest. So there we go, so that's popped up. Right, so then we're going to spoon in there as well. Hope you can hear me above all the exterior noises. I'm getting a microphone. I've ordered a microphone that one I can have on my, because obviously most of my videos are going to be outdoors, so I need to have a much better mic setup. I don't have the most loudest of voices, by the way, generally. So yeah, so there we go, look. So give it the taste test. Lovely, really nice. So there we are. So that is a real world test of the the V2L vehicle to load adapter for the BYD Atto 3. It doesn't come on the comfort trim, but I think you get it on the design, which is this model, the top spec. And as I say, I will reach out to BYD and find out why that's cutting off me using anything more than a kettle. I mean, a kettle is not the, they say you can do fridges and everything to it, so connect all sorts of household appliances. So I have to see why mine's cutting out, but I shall come back to you about that one. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I shall catch you in the next one.